Hello, good evening and welcome. Welcome to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox. You're on the panel tonight. It's Waldorf and Stavros. Is that right?
Waldorf and Stavros.
Is that
who
a Greek
they were? Is that what they
version?
were called? Well, we're joined by Fox and
Stavros.
Bridge. Evening, gents.
Evening, guys.
Well, no one, Bridge.
What can I say?
Before we come on. Jeez, oh.
I just give you a rise of 50% there. I'm still getting moans.
I want a cross. I'm arguing for across the board rise. You keep going for percentages.
That's the old shop steward, isn't it, there, boy? Then. Can I just say a big good evening to you guys on the panel here. Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby, to all the Rangers fans all over the world listening in. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
What about that, Bridges says to you? Thanks for daft. If we win the League Cup this season, I'll give you a bonus.
Aye. Well, at percentage level, of course.
Aye. Brilliant, isn't it? Anyway, how we doing, Fox? Feeling better, Mucker?
Feeling a bit better.
Aye, you're not looking any better, but man, that's another story.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm only looking a lot. Oh, no. I'm starting to age now, mate. Badly. And I mean badly.
Oh, that's what happens when you live like a rock star.
Oh, God.
How we doing, Bridge?
All right, pal. I'm recovered a wee bit after the weekend there. I thought that I wanted to remain calm without getting too excited about anything like that, and just be slowly disappointed.
It wasn't a game for excitement. I've got to say, mate, I wish we'd won the game 1-0 and then just seen it out. But what I will say is, we can talk about all the different things. Let's put one bite to bed. They football pitches should not be used in the top flight. End of.
100%. 100% agree. And I think us more than other teams, because other teams can actually play on it. But we, maybe because of the mentality or something like that, we've got in a bit psychological. But, excuse me, we don't seem to be performing very well on these pitches.
We can't come out and say it's sour grapes. We never lost the tie. We knocked Kilmarnock out the League Cup there. All right, we lost in the league. We never played well, but I've got to stress that I just don't enjoy the spectacle on it. It's like playing on a nicey pitch for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you remember the back bridge.
The old school pitches when a bit of, excuse me, a wee bit of rain or even a bit of frost on it. Oh my God. Wow. You
could only go the way you were facing, yeah?
Exactly.
You know. Your thoughts, Fox? Oh, I worry about him.
I don't particularly like them either, but I think there's 3 teams in the Premier Division got them, and we just got to get on with it. The only complaint I've got about the weekend is I don't think there should be replays in cup games. I think it should be fought to the finish, penalty, extra time and penalty kicks.
Interesting point of view there. That's away for the tradition of the major cup, mate. Carry on, what's your thinking?
Well, I think it's added expense for the fans pay out enough. And you go to the game to get a final result on it. As you do in the league, if it's nothing each, you get a point, but at least it's a result. We go back to Ibrox, the fans have got to stump out again another 27 quid to watch a game that should be finalised on the day it's played for me. I think it makes a terrible thing for people in Scotland to pay out twice to watch the one tie. I think it's all wrong and it should be scrapped.
All right. So the semi-final and the final are played to a finish, so you think that should be extended right through the whole competition?
Yes, I do.
There should be extra time and then penalties. Is that what you're meaning?
Yes.
Okay. You know the Scottish Cup, the tradition of the Scottish Cup doesn't say that.
Aye, I'm aware of that, Bridge, but...
Okay.
But we used to have 2 and 3 replays in the final, Bridge.
That's correct. Yep. I know. You could have as many replays as necessary, if you follow what I mean.
I mean, but when did we play Hibs? I was at the third final of Hibs. I don't know if I was in it. Was it in it? Is that the only one that went to 3 games? Or can you think of any other ones?
Off the top of my head, no, but...
1979.
Was there no a tie against Clydebank, mate, that went for 3 games?
Yeah, but I'm saying final. We played Hibs 3 games in the final. 1979 Scottish Cup final went to
they ended up bringing in replays and extra time and penalties and all that because of these additional additional replays. I'm quite sure there was a number of ties way back in the day when there was
Kai Hansen game was a replay, wasn't it?
That's correct, yeah.
But it's an interesting point of view, Fox. What's your main rationale? Is it the players or the supporters with the added expense?
I think it's the supporters. Back in the day, football compared to wages, I don't know if there'd be much difference in it, but for people now, if you go to Ibrox and you're taking your kid with you, or maybe even your partner with you, one tie would cost you the best part of £100, mate, just for tickets for the game that's taking part at Kilmarnock and now the replay at Ibrox. It's where people's budgets.
But hold on, Fox. Is it not true that it's Kilmarnock that's demanding the price remains the same?
I don't care who's demanding. I just think it's wrong. A cup tie should be played to a finale for me.
All right. Okay.
It's an interesting point. So, look, it'd be great to hear people's thoughts on that. Foxy's come up with something. Bridges. Are you a traditionalist, Bridge?
Very much so. Very much so.
So we'll get 2 opposing camps in the red, white and blue corner. We have Fox. And in the green, white and gold corner we have so we'll see what people's thoughts are. I'll say I'm a 50-50 with that, Fox. I mean, I think in England for next season, it's for the quarterfinals onwards. Replays are finished, I think.
But I mean, even that, Ox, why should you have 2 rules in the one competition?
Money. Money.
Aye, but who pays for it? The fans pay through the nose all the time, and it's about time the fans go a break for me. Mm-hmm. You know?
Mm-hmm. What would you... I mean, I don't know how they used to work it when season tickets were free for cup ties, and then you had to obviously pay out half your gate. I wonder how that was done, because obviously you pay out half your gate, less expenses,
I think it's 20% expenses, 40% each to the clubs on the day. I had a wee look earlier, and I think the money that was done down in Kilmarnock was about what did I write? I wrote it down because I looked it up. I think the tie down there was worth 308,000 with 11,500, just under 11,500 at the game. But if you go with our average attendance, I think you're away up at the... God, where did I write it? I know I wrote it down, but I can't hang. I think it's about 800,000, mate. So Kilmarnock for their paltry support, even at their home ground where there was loads and loads of empty seats in their stand, they can come to Ibrox, and then coming to Ibrox, they're even shifting people out the BF3, I think it is, isn't it? I think they're getting a bigger allocation. Do you think that they're going to take their allocation at Ibrox?
I'd be surprised, mate. They don't seem to take their allocation at Rugby Park, you know?
Yeah, I agree with that. That's it's absolutely shocking. And what Fox is saying is right. If you just take it around figures, Kilmarnock got a chance of getting £1 million out of this tie, but at the home and away side of it. And the vast majority of that money is going to come from Ibrox. That's providing Sorry.
I don't think it's as much as that, Bridge. It's nowhere near that.
I think they've taken about $1 million off us this season, Bridge, if I'm being honest, approx.
Ibrox would need to sell out auction.
Well, I think it's that they're taking on the presumption that Ibrox is going to be full, maybe over 40,000. On that presumption, excuse me, they reckon that Kilmarnock could earn something like £1 million or just short of it off of these 2 ties.
It's going to be full.
Not going to be full, no.
You have to, before you come into this call, you have to be invited, JFK.
I'm sorry, mate. I was just...
Oh, that's not that
back in that
JFK
corner,
sneaked in the back door again.
Back in that corner, that naughty step.
I'll get into the dun.
How we doing, brah?
I'm brand new, mate. I'm just...
But you any thoughts on what Fox said?
I'm 100% agreeable with Fox, you know. Look, the games I say, look, I was on the Rangers website today, and there's only very, very few seats available because we've got 43,500 season ticket holders. Now, I would imagine that 99.9% of the guys like myself, probably Fox and Bridgeman as well, are on a continuous credit. So my money's coming out the bank tomorrow. I've been told I got an email.
22,000 continuous credit, mate.
22,000. I think is there no more than that?
No,
I think it's about 25 now, but we'll
Doesn't
go
matter,
with 22.
Right. Well, according to I went on to the Rangers ticket thing.
Because they can't give the tickets away to the season tickets
away, and I'm like it's £27 up round for adults. There's no increase for like the club deck and things like that, and then obviously there's a decrease for the OAPs like the Bridgeman there, and but I'm not at that stage yet.
So there's only me out the 3 or 4 years on here that pay full price.
Aye, I pay full price. I know.
Oh, sorry, JFK.
Aye, the next time I meet you, you'll need to help me on the bus.
I've been helping you on the bus for years.
I know that. Aye, don't tell anybody. No, I'm with Fox, especially it's a replay. I know if we were playing whoever it is we get in the next round, but the draw is meant to be made in the next 5 minutes. Then I can agree with that. No, but the game should be played to a finish. It's a cup game. I mean, a lot of people are going to be moaning about this, and I heard earlier on in different. There is a lot of people moaning. But look, this is out of Rangers' hands. Rangers don't have a say in this. It's Scottish Cup rules, and I think that's why Rangers are pegged it at £27 all round for adults, and then decreasing for OAPs, concessions, and kids. So,
Jimmy, I think Kilmarnock, that was the price agreed for the Kilmarnock first game down at Rugby Park, and that Kilmarnock have demanded that they keep it the same. Rangers apparently wanted to lower it.
Can I just come across here, Bridge? If people want to join us, what's the number? Because obviously there's people with strong views on this, Bridge. Fox, you've opened up a hornet's nest. What's the number?
0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Fox?
RangersRadio.online is our first caller has just come in. It's Stephen who's come into the call. I hope it's his first time on Skype, so let's hope we can get through okay.
Hello, Stephen. What we calling you, mate? Are you Blue Star in the lobby, Stephen?
Hi, guys. Can you hear me?
Aye, we can hear you, mate.
Oh, brilliant. Hi, Blue Star. I'm through eventually.
What took you so long?
I don't know, Bridgeman. I could hear you, but I haven't used my laptop for a long time, guys, and I had to go on because I think the show's brilliant, you know.
All right, how we doing, mate?
Thanks
for that, mate. See, we deserve a rise. Jimmy, you must back us up for this rise.
Well, look, I've been on 2 lollipops for the last couple of months. I mean, at least a share bit dib-dab would be thrown in. I'd be all right.
What did you get? Pineapple cubes at Christmas, and I got cola cubes. Bridge, wasn't it?
Cola cubes, yeah.
I get 2 packets, I know.
What, cola cubes?
He's his favourite. A good friend.
Thanks for that, Blue Star. Thanks for that, Blue Star. Look, it's everybody's platform. We're just happen to be the custodians. This thing will evolve, and other people will come and go. And, it's a hobby that we love doing it. But thanks for the kind words. What's on your mind, mate?
It was. Can you hear me? Yeah.
We can hear you. Don't worry.
It's breaking up every now and again at my end.
Well, you're pretty clear, mate. You're pretty clear.
Good. It was today what you are talking about with the tickets. I think a fairer way would have been. I mean, if you're talking about 50 quid for both games, let's be honest. If you were going to a concert or that nowadays, it's a hang it a lot more. But at the same time, I can appreciate it's not everybody that can afford it. Yeah. So what the solution is, guys? I'm not really sure because I think Ger's hands are tied, as all the clubs are. If it's replays,
I think the rules are, and I've not checked this out, but if somebody wants to correct me, I think the two clubs have to agree, and if they don't agree, it's the original price for both games. Is that right, Fox?
Same price, yeah.
All right. I mean, obviously, we're getting. I'll stick in people's throat because we're getting Kilmarnock money, but we're also getting money to our own club that we so desperately need to help support our new manager.
Oxter, I believe that Rangers tried to reduce the prices, but Kilmarnock wouldn't have it.
Just come in there, we get Aberdeen at Pittodrie.
Oh, that's no surprise, eh?
Aberdeen at Pittodrie, the rest of the ties. Obviously, the other tie will be a Glasgow derby, will it?
I don't know.
Evening, we've been joined by Brian. Evening, Brian.
Hi there. I just on what you're talking about, where the game should be played to an end. The day in the stupid wee group stages, the day at the start of the season, if it ends a draw, did it just go straight to penalties? Why not do that up until about the semi-final?
But that's a different cup. That's the League Cup, yeah.
I always get mixed up with it, but it's a good idea. It saves all this hassle of replay.
I mean, obviously, that's the League Cup, and traditionally, a lot of the time with the League Cup, it was played to a finish. Replays have sort of ended with that, I would say, for the 80s. Whereas the Scottish Cup, traditionally, the games, even the finals not that long ago, it was never settled on penalty kicks, but we brought in penalties for the extra time and penalties for the semi and the finals. I've not got a strong view on it. I'm a 50-50. I mean, I like to always go and see Rangers at Ibrox, so a replay, let's go there and win the game. GFK. GFK.
He's on mute at the moment.
All right, on you go, Bridge.
I'm just going to say, I actually glanced in to see this draw here. Who have we got now? It'll be Celtic versus. Last game will be Celtic versus Hibs, eh?
Spoon Burners versus the Beggars.
Yeah, but is it at the Peter-Dome?
Easter Road.
Oh, that's good. That's good. It doesn't matter now anyway. That's all done. So we've got Aberdeen up there, eh?
Aberdeen or us.
Right, okay. All right, Fox, would you not take a draw and then a replay at Ibrox?
No, I would only take a win at Aberdeen.
I remember last week, Oxter said, it's okay, we were talking about the big game at Aberdeen, and well, 2 games on, so if we could beat Aberdeen, and then I would take a draw, Ox said, I'd take a draw on Saturday and get them back at Ibrox, and I feel the same with this next round coming up. Well, I'm quite happy if we leather them, but if we want to beat them, we have to take our chances. And I wouldn't mind coming back to the Ibrox and getting them at Ibrox and leather them. That's what I'd like. That's providing we beat Kilmarnock, rather.
So the Aberdeen adventure goes on this season. Brian, just before we go to Blue Star, any thoughts on the draw that's just been made?
Yeah, well, I've just heard we've got Aberdeen away. Just as long as Morelos plays. Doesn't get sent off again.
Well, when is the ties, GFK?
They're not actually decided yet. It's because for television, it'll probably be the Friday, the Saturday, the Sunday, and the Monday. There's no give you any actual indication.
What weekend?
They're not saying here. They're just saying that that's the conclusion of the draw.
All right.
Another thing I'll bet you, probably on Premier Sports again, where Rangers fans will need to pay through the nose. They can't get tickets for Pittodrie.
Yep.
That's another thing they brought in this season by adding a third.
Do we not get a higher percentage of the crowd because of the rules in the Scottish Cup at Pittodrie? We'll get more tickets.
We'll get more tickets, so yes, I think that's the rules. Right. But the thing is, Ox, it's once again the Rangers fans will pay through the nose. Unless Sky, I don't know if they've got in today with the Cup games. I think they... so between them, who is it? It's just Premier Sports that's go up to the semis or something, isn't it? So once again, the Rangers fans will need to pay again because the BBC will not cover us. I doubt You're one of the ones that do the cup games, but it'll probably be Premier Sports for us.
I'll ask you a question. Who do you think's going to televise the replay at Ibrox with Kilmarnock?
Premier Sports, mate.
Premier Sports.
Are they definitely doing it?
Aye.
No, they're not.
No, who's doing
it? It's Champions League that week.
What, next week?
That rule's been scrapped, Jimmy.
No, it's no.
It's
no. Listen, Sky do it because they don't give a damn. Premier Sports, well, when it was on BT Sport, League Cup or that Scottish Cup, BT Sport did not show any Champions League.
Look, they show championship games in England on Champions League.
Aye, Sky do, but Premier Sports no. Because I looked on Premier Sports tonight and I looked at their schedule and they are not showing the Rangers game in any of their two channels on the 20th of February. Unless they decide to show it if they're going to announce it later date. I've got it up now. It's an Argentinian game that's on. Rangers game's no on. So,
do you think then there's a chance that the BBC will take up that?
No.
Sorry, boys. Sorry.
Anyway, Blue Star, any thoughts on the draw?
Well, I think it's been very noticeable this season that we've obviously going to get hit with Aberdeen for near enough everything, isn't we? I just hope, as Jimmy and Nat says in Bridge, that obviously that we've got Morelos playing. Because let's get to the bottom line here, guys. It's getting to the stage where I hope our manager and the rest of the squad turn around and prove us wrong. But I certainly wasn't impressed with us against Kilmarnock.
No, we weren't great. We weren't great.
You know,
GFK. I'll come back to you, Blue Star. GFK, Premier Sports have tweeted they'll make an announcement between 24 and 48 hours about the cup replay.
Oh, there you go. That's good. That's good because the guys that kind of get a ticket. But at the same time, you know, I'm with Fox. I mean, it's going to cost. I've got 54 quid coming out my bank tomorrow for which I think it's a nonsense. If it was a game that was drawn at Ibrox and we were to play, no, I'm happy with that. But I'm not happy. I paid a lot of money, saves a lot of bears to go and watches in Europe. I say, and now the prices are 27 quid. You know, for me, I'll be there. I tell you where I'd rather be. I'd rather be in the house watching the telly. You know, to be quite honest with you, I've been honest about that. It's money.
I'd rather beat the game every time.
No, I'm not. No, I'd rather beat the game. But what I'm talking about is, for the sake of, I know people might not say 20, but it's a principle of the thing now. No, if Rangers haven't got a say in it, that's fine. Then we'll just need to bite the bullet. But what if the game is? How is that fair if the game's on telly? Then it's both ways. I'd rather the game wasn't on telly. You know what I mean? Because if the game's not on telly, then we've got a more chance at it. So why should me, as a season ticket holder, continue as credit like Fox and Bridgeman and many, many other guys have to? You're tied to the 27 quid. Right, there's no way I get back on that. That money comes out your account. So then, what if the game's on the telly and there's a crowd of 35,000? That's no right, is it? That's the way I look at it. Anyway, 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th of March for the next round of games, guys.
2nd, 3rd and 4th. Morelos can be sent off twice before the...
Aye.
We'll start. Get back to your point. We'll start moving on to talking about Saturday's game now. I'm with you. I think the fair wasn't a lot. I don't want to blame the pitch totally, but we never created a lot, did we?
Definitely no, Ox. But you know what's worrying, and you don't like thinking that way. But if the wee guy's going to get banned, or if he's suspended or whatever, we've got to play a hangy a lot better without him. You know, and it wasn't just up front, guys.
I don't think we can blame Defoe. I don't think we can blame
Definitely
Defoe.
No. It's the midfield as well, but Ox.
If you're a forward, you're only as good as your supply, yeah?
Absolutely. And for me, I hate rambling on about it, but for me, our field in the last 3 games has been dire. if it wasn't for McCrory the other night, let's be honest, he totally steamrollered the midfield in the second half. Fine, the young boy stepped up. But even Jack, I think Jack's struggling next to Arfield. I really do. I don't know whether it's where he's got Arfield trying to play, but he's just not contributing. And it seems to be that it's knocking up the whole three of them if they're playing in the centre, you know what I mean?
He's been poor. Anonymous is a word I would use. Anonymous. I thought he was anonymous on Saturday. When a guy who played so well on the 29th of December to be so poor the last couple of games.
Absolutely. I mean, he was great. Sorry, he was great against the Mankey mob. We all know that. But since then, he really has been poor.
We've been joined by Sean. Evening, Sean.
All right, guys. What do you think of getting the Sheepshaggers at Derby in the Scottish Cup?
We'll go. I'll take you to Blue Star first with that one. Blue Star. Question for Sean there, mate.
Well, let's be honest. Maybe the best way of looking at it is we think things are going against us at the minute. The very fact we've got to go back up there again, maybe that's just another kick in the butt that our players will need, and we'll get tore right into them again.
JFK?
Definitely. Bring it on. If we want to win it, we've got to play them, and I mean, we're more than capable of beating Kelly at Ibrox, but just what guys are saying there, Defoe on the bench for me on Saturday, and put Big Laugh in, because Defoe is he's not that type of player. I said that last week. He's not a lone star, right? He can't go up there and date on his own. He needs another player with him. Unlike Fred, he's a good industrious player and he puts himself about. So, bring Aberdeen on.
Here. Sean's question, you're happy with Aberdeen, you're looking forward to it. Bridgeman?
I'd rather not have had them, to be honest, but up there.
I was looking for a Glasgow derby.
Yeah.
No, we went to Glasgow derby for the final.
No, I was looking to play Partick Thistle, mate, at Ibrox.
I think this cup run we've got now is going to be the making of us. If we can get through this against Kilmarnock next Wednesday, and then win the next round, go up to Aberdeen and come through that, my goodness gracious, that's a task and a half we've had. Some real tests. So it'll be maybe the making of our team. There's a lot of folk who follow the Rangers don't think we're quite there yet, and we may not win anything this season, but they're looking forward to next season, that kind of thing. Personally speaking, we're here now, and we need to step up to the mark, every one of our players. And if the manager has to speak to Alfredo and get it into his head that he needs to watch what he's doing, if he thinks that, then he needs to do it. And we need he's the best player we've got, and we need him on the pitch. As simple as that.
Fox, your thoughts on the tie, mate?
If we go through against Kilmarnock, we've always got to say that first. No fears about going to Pittodrie whatsoever. I think when we had 11 men on the park against them in the league game there, we totally outplayed them. I've no fears of going up there. Rangers will beat them again up there.
Yeah, mate. I'm with Fox, mate.
Yep.
I don't think there's any fear. I think we're the team improving. They'll be worried they need to get the best 11 on the park, and they're struggling. We've got a wee bit of strength and depth. Maybe on the centre forward position, Blue Star.
Well, you see, this is the thing, and these are games that we have to win. Yes, we've got no fears. Don't get me wrong, but the games leading up to that's when we've got to get, whether it's Lafferty, Alangwe, Defoe, or Defoe himself, or Lafferty himself. He's got to get them training together and get them games, because and it's a big if Alfredo's not going to make it, hopefully he will, but we can't we can't keep relying on just the one wee guy all the time. That's what these other players are there for.
See, to be honest, guys, I think Kyle Lafferty's lost. I think Stevie G's lost favourite in Kyle Lafferty. I think he's only playing Kyle Lafferty when he really needs to.
Sean,
Yeah.
Sean, can I ask you a question, pal?
Yes, you can.
Do you think right now, would you want to play Alfredo Morelos up at Pittodrie?
See, to be honest, you always want to play your best players, but maybe up there, because the way Morelos is sometimes up there, I would maybe actually play Kyle Lafferty up there, but I think he will play Morelos. But
I hope he plays Morelos, but I'm just wondering, because that's
because surely he can't go up there and get a red card for the 4th time. If he does that, then he's just basically an idiot, isn't he?
And of course, they'll be winding him up like hell. Sorry.
You're right, but I mean, look, he's free for his ban. He's back. He misses the game on Saturday. He's back for the cup tie on Wednesday, and then he misses the final game the weekend before the cup games, JFK. So he's back for the cup tie.
He's back for the cup tie, and it's a no-brainer for me. He's got to play. You know, he plays against Kilmarnock, and that's it. You know, he is our main striker. Look, Sean, I don't know. I mean, you're talking there about Kyle Lafferty. Kyle Lafferty will give his all for Rangers. No.
Aye, but I just don't think Stevie G's got him in his plans. But
well, I don't agree with that, mate. I think he is. I think he's part of the pool of players that he wants to play every other week, and he'll call upon them when he needs to be there. And I think he'll do a good job for us. Look, if Fred's there for the rest of the season and it's him that's playing up front, I'll be quite honest, as things are going now, I'd rather have Fred up front on his own than try to persevere with Defoe. No hurt me, Defoe. I said here last week, Defoe's got to earn his stripes to get his in the Rangers team for me. No, the big name that he is with England and doing there with Sunderland, big teams doing other big teams like Tottenham and that. For me, he's no go-to as it stands now for the football that's played in Scotland. It's a bit fast for him. So, as sooner we get Fred back, the better. Obviously, we need to get his head together because he needs to stop this, get sent off. We need him on the park. You know, Lafferty, he'll do a job for his short term. If he's needed, he'll come on and he'll be able to play as a lone striker. So that for me, after Fred's suspension's done, it's a no-brainer. Every week, play Fred. He'll run his guts out for us, and that's what he does for us.
JFK, you're saying that you think the manager still, Lafferty's still, and the manager's thoughts. Why did he get Defoe in?
I think he got Defoe because he needed cover. Right, because the old thing is that you need 3 strikers. I mean, I've been on here before, and you've heard me saying, and you'll say I'm talking porkies. I've always said on here that we always need 3 strikers. Always, can we back when all we've been going to see Rangers all the years? We always had 3 decent strikers ready and willing and able. So, for me, 2 strikers who can play on their own at Ibrox is Lafferty and Fred. Defoe done it at Sunderland and he didn't do it with any great success. But the football down there is different for up here. It's kick and rush at times up here. Defoe looked lost the other night. He had one good chance, decent chance. But I would say Lafferty's still in the plans of the gaffer.
Sorry, guys. Jimmy, I would totally agree with you there, concur, because you're saying we always had 3 strikers. We only have to go back to the semi-final against Aberdeen, and we had no strikers. Yep. Now, let's be honest, that's the only reason they got through. We had no strikers. We had nothing up front. Yep. Bottom line is, Lafferty's still very much in his plans. There's absolutely no doubt about that. I mean, he only has to look at the other night. If you look at Defoe up front, let's be honest, we couldn't get the ball to stick to him. And I know he never had to get great service, but any time it did get near him, he couldn't hang on to it. You know, so Lafferty's got to still have a big part to play in it. And I don't know about the rest of these guys. I'm telling you, this league, never mind the cup, this league's there to be won.
Big Daffodil's going to come out. The Big Daffodil's going to come out at spring and date again. Is that what you're saying?
Of course it is.
Absolutely.
I
honestly believe that
tell you what, if he does it again in March and drags us towards the title, Lafferty, they'll name one of these stands after him.
Guys, how good would it be to get a helicopter Sunday?
Aye, well, hopefully, mate. Hopefully, we just need to keep winning.
Correct.
Correct, you know.
We just need to get a
views?
trophy after him. We can't let them keep winning trebles, man.
What's your views on the Lafferty situation, Sean?
Well, see, to be honest, I'm still behind him, but I just feel, I don't know, I just feel he's a last resort for Stevie G, and I don't think he'll be there much longer. But my view is I would keep him, but I think he'll be away in the summer. That's only my opinion. And I don't think Defoe's legs are there for maybe next season. I think he'll end up short, a bit too short.
I don't think Defoe will be there at the end of the season. Honestly, I don't think Defoe's got it, guys. I think the amount of time he's been out, he doesn't look half the player that we all know. It's going to take him a few games to get in, and if he proves me wrong, fine. But if he doesn't get his finger out, no, we'll be on top of him like a ton of bricks. Because for me, it's win at all costs. We've said it on here many times. You know, the next game's a big game. The next game's a big game. But we're running out of games here now. We've got 4 games.
We need to keep winning. We need to keep winning at Ox here. So, for me, like for like, if wee Fred's not available at this moment in time, I'd play Lafferty.
Well, Jimmy, there's another way of looking at it. I'm inclined to agree with you, but Stevie G, if what we're saying is I agree with you, I would have probably stuck with played Lafferty as well, but the very fact that he played with Defoe the other night, does that not tell you something?
Of course it does. Obviously he's brought him here he's going to make sure that he plays him. You know, but at the same time, mate, I think his hands were tied. As soon as Fred gets sent off, I don't think he had any option. You know, he decided, I'm going to play what he would deem as his number 2 striker. But for me, as a blue nose, his number 2 striker for me at this moment in time is Kyle Lafferty. Because he's used to the Scottish game. He's played the Scottish game more years than
no, in the last few weeks, JFK.
No, but he knows the game. He's played. I mean, he's been with us before. He's played with the Hearts.
He scored goals, but I mean, the last few weeks sort of suggest it.
Guys, I just think Defoe. See, to be honest, I don't think we're being fair on him. I honestly think the guy still needs games. I more than think that he'll be fit enough, etc. Because I don't believe for a minute Stevie G would have tried to pull out all the stops that he did. We all know about his past reputation, but that's not what he's went on. He must have had him well looked at to make sure he was still running, etc. I did see him running the other night. Let's be honest. I mean, he put himself about. It's just that the balls through him weren't great. We've got to keep that in mind. The midfield wasn't great at all.
But is that a luxury that we can afford, mate?
No,
Jimmy, that's the point. That's it.
That's a luxury that we can't afford that luxury.
I think I'll take this to Bridge and then Fox. Listen, if it didn't matter how good you're playing at centre forward, Morelos or Messi, if you don't get the ball and you don't get chances made for you, you can't do it all yourself. Bridgeman.
Yeah, 100%. I thought most of our players played very well against Kilmarnock. Kilmarnock, very tough side to sort of break down. And you saw wee Defoe when the ball did come to him. He made a couple of wee openings for himself, particularly that when the lovely ball through to him. And I think he just took it that wee yard too much, or half a yard too much. He lost his angle because he beat the keeper. If he'd hit that ball just a half a yard earlier,
it's going to be the hero again.
Exactly, I think so. I think he's a fabulous player. You see him when he's ready to go. And look, I think everybody in football respects him except Scotland. Except most of the teams that he doesn't play for in Scotland don't like him simply because he's with us. So I think that I have to say this in all honesty. I think if he hasn't realised it now, he's going to realise it very, very shortly that this is not going to be an easy task for the guy. He's come up here and he's going to be just inundated and battered for pillar to post simply because of who the team he has he plays for. Just dreadful. Just dreadful.
We'll go to Fox and then we'll be joined by Blue Shadow. Fox?
I think we all realise now that Jermaine Defoe can't play as the single striker up front. So then it's up to the manager to change either the formation or the personnel in midfield. I think to play Defoe, you need to bring the football players into the middle three. Jack and even Ross McCrory, who's playing exceptionally well, need to be moved aside, take the brute force out and bring on people that can get balls to him. Your Stephen Davis, I believe Kamara is very good with his feet, very good at passing. They're the sort of players that you need in the middle. We need to take gambles to do well for the rest of the season. When Alfredo's not available, mate, we've got to do something like go 3 at the back, go 5 in the middle and 2 up front. Maybe have to play Lafferty and Defoe.
Mm-hmm.
There's no use to...
Guys, I'll throw one in the mix. When we got Andy Halliday, he was an attacking midfielder. Would you give him a chance to go forward for midfield? Because I certainly would.
There's games that Andy Halliday will feature in for me, Blue Star, but we've got a good squad now. It's using the personnel correctly, using the ones that complement the ones up front. Morelos makes his own chances and brings others into the game. Defoe's an out-and-out striker, and for me, Lafferty's the poorest of the three. People might not agree with that. I don't think he's very good at holding up the ball. I think when he takes the odd chance and strikes the ball well, Big Laugh can get you goals. But the way we play against Scottish teams with packed defences, he's no a player for me that will serve Rangers very well.
I think Stevie G's hardest point. I really do, and I think even some of us most of us would put our hands up to this. See, when it comes to our midfield, it's not just the guys sitting in the middle. We all like the idea that we're playing with 2 wingers, but when we're playing with 2 wingers, our midfield's stifled. If we're up against a team that's playing 3 Gudgeons or even 4, or sometimes it's even 5 in there. Now, with the best ability in the world, if you're playing with 3, especially if it's basically 2 sitting midfielders, which we have been then, if they're up against 3, 4 and 5 different other guys running about them, that's where we're struggling, because our wingers then are having to come back the way. And sometimes we know if Kent tries to drive inside, that's when he's least ineffective. You know, if we're playing with 2 wingers, that does hinder us a bit, much as we all like it. But if you've got to play with 2 wingers, then the 3 that he's playing in the centre of midfield have got to be right on it the whole 90 minutes.
Can I just come across you?
When you're up against
Blue Star. Somebody's phoning an old call, trying to get into the show. I'm not sure who it is. Blue Shadow, evening, Blue.
Evening, mate. How we going?
All right. I know you didn't see the game because you were too busy watching the rugby, being a rugby man, no a football.
No, rugby was before the game. I got the game fine, no problem at all.
What's your view on the centre forward position, mate?
Right, centre for Lafferty. You know, my opinion on Lafferty, we should never have signed him in the first place. I don't know what it is with Lafferty, but he never seems to be in the right place when he's playing for the Rangers. For me, I think, you know, you can bring him on as a substitute and hopefully he'll get you a goal. But that's as far as I would trust Lafferty, really. But at the minute, we haven't got much of a choice. And because the way we're playing Defoe, if you're expecting Defoe to step in and take Morelos' role, you're wasting your time because he's a totally different player. Defoe's more one of those players that comes alive in or around the 18-yard box. You've got to give him the chances to finish off. You've got to supply him with the balls that he could do minimal amount and put the ball in the net. That's always been his game.
Kent or Candias never created anything. Well, Kent, obviously the penalty kick, he done really well in multiple. But apart from that, Kent and Candias were quiet on Saturday as well, both Shadow.
Well, the number of times it's happened is whereby the fact is we've had players up the pitch. You know, we've been playing 3 players up the pitch, and because you can't get the supply into those players or decent supply into those players, they may as well not be there. So that's one of the things. You've got to have the right supply in midfield. Now, when we're playing, I agree with Fox in that. I think perhaps what he might have wanted to look at is the fact that we might want to play both strikers at the same time. It plays both Defoe and Lafferty, and I think he's made a right old rick sending all the young strikers out on loan, because you'd have thought he'd have known that at some point, as I said in the last show, that Morelos is going to get himself sent off. It just stands up to him that he would get at least collect points and get a suspension of at least one game before the end of the season for me. So I think what you got to look at is I can't remember which game it was, but at one point we switched to a flat 4-4-2 and Morelos was there, and I can't remember which game it was, and it worked. And perhaps that might be the way, because that way we keep our width. We can play two wingers then, and perhaps we want to play perhaps two more holding midfielders, and perhaps say Ryan Jack and another. And the one that springs to mind, I've never seen that much of the guy, but I've been hearing good things about him, and that's young Kamara, because he can do a bit of ball playing as well. So you've got two of them that could go together, or the other one would be Stephen Davis.
Yeah.
It's just that's the way I would go for it, because I saw them switch that flat 4-4-2, and the total change in us, it was like compared to we were playing 4-4-2 diamond, and we switched to a flat 4-4-2, and it was like chalk and cheese, and we would just look so much more balanced and more effective for me.
Was that the Livingston game we done that?
I honestly, off the top of my head, I can't mind which game it was. It's within the past, few weeks anyway. But I remember that we were in trouble and it just wasn't working, and we changed it and we just came on strong then and started tearing them apart. It could have been Livingston because we won that game fairly comfortably at the end.
I think Brian's joining us again. Brian?
Just on about the strikers. It's just a wee...
You've got a bug for this boy, ain't you?
Aye.
On you
no,
go,
it's if Morelos goes in the summer, say he goes for 15-20 million. We're dreaming at that, but what are we going to do? Who are we going to replace him with?
Well, that's the manager and the recruitment, and obviously you'd like to think they'll be starting to look at plans just now for to bring in somebody. You don't know if there's somebody in Scotland, you don't know if there's some young boy, because it doesn't matter who you are, things don't stand still. You've always got to be doing your forward planning. Bridgeman.
I would like...
Oh, we lost him. Who do you fancy then, Brian? To bring in?
I have no idea. I was just thinking about that. We're obviously losing Morelos for the next game. Then we've got the cup game, and then the game after that we're missing him again.
He'll be fresh, Morelos.
Aye. Fresh for another red card by the looks at it, probably.
Bridge, are you with us? Not his own mute.
Yes, I am, pal. Yes, sorry about that.
I mean, obviously, Morelos, players come and go. I mean, I think we just have to look at this season before we start looking at the recruitment in the summer, mate.
Oh, absolutely. I think I heard the Blue Star saying that, or was it Brian? He was saying that he thinks Morelos will be away in the summer. I don't know if he will. The way we're going, he's most assuredly our top player. So I don't know if the manager and the director of football would let it happen.
Depends what's in the contract, Bridge.
Of course, pal. Of course, yeah.
No,
depends what's in the contract. I mean,
15 million, £20 million offer for him. They're not going to turn it down.
Oh, yes, I'm not stupid. I know that if they get a really good offer, then he's gone.
Why not? Why can we not turn down 15 or 20 million pounds?
Well, you turned it down for Sky for Bridge, didn't you?
No, let's be honest. Everybody seems to be convinced that Morelos will go in the summer. I'm no. Why not hold on to him as long as we can? The boy has stated in both this country and his homeland in an interview that he's learning under Steven Gerrard. He's happy at Ibrox. So why is everybody so sure? He's got a 4-year contract sitting there. He may stay for another year, may want to stay for another year.
But if it's a Barcelona or a AC Milan that come in for him, he's going to go there, isn't he? He won't get a game every time, but...
Well, this is all up to Alfredo Morelos has got to prove to these big clubs, A, that he can get the temperamental side out of his game and be such a good player that he is. Clubs aren't going to pay £20 million if they think they're buying a hothead, mate. He's still got a lot to learn for me, and if he's happy at Ibrox, there's always a chance he'll stay.
Can I put a wee scenario in there, folks?
On you go.
What will happen? No, I heard I don't know if it was Brian. I think it was Brian that said about Barcelona, and that's never going to happen. But here's the thing: what if a club like Leicester, right, Southampton, come in, who are big players, and they offer £20 million to Fred and say, and we're going to quadruple your wages. Let's not kid ourselves on. He's awful at a shot. Awful at a shot. So I mean, we have not got a say in it. Whether he's a hothead or no, folks, a Leicester City can give him a better platform than we can, because it's supposedly the biggest and bestest league in the world. Right? We're a very, very small fish in a big giant pond, considering television-wise. But if Morelos can get big bucks somewhere else, he'll leave Rangers in a heartbeat, and so will any other player. So, me honestly, hothead, especially being a hothead, if somebody comes in, start the next season and offers £20 million for Alfredo Morelos, take it. Because I'm fed up, I'm costing... Look, Alfredo Morelos cost us the League Cup semi-final against Aberdeen, against the Shaggers. I don't care what MD says. We didn't have another striker, and his petulance and silliness cost us a striker for that cup. That was diabolical.
And also got us there, Jimmy.
Yeah.
He also got us there.
Look, Ali McCoy's got his places. Mark Hateley. Other players got us, and they let down now and again, but he seems to do it time after time. And he's going to get my support the same as yours, folks. But there comes a time, mate, when you've got to say enough's enough. And if somebody comes in with big bucks, look, he's 22. If a team like Leicester City, a middle of the table club in the Premiership, come in, look what happened with Big Van Dijk when he gets sold by the puddle drinkers. Right? He went to Southampton for 9-10 million, and eventually they sold him. He's selling a platform there, and then they sold him for 75 million. Who says that can't happen to Fred? Because I tell you, nobody will offer us £75 million for him.
Jimmy, the thing is, Jimmy,
I totally agree with you, Jimmy.
Get that kind of money, mate. You've got to be doing it in Europe. Southampton will not be in Europe. Leicester will not be in Europe. He's got a chance of playing in Europe.
It's not about Europe. It's about the money, the wages that they can pay him, and
aye.
They'll triple, quadruple. The bottom line is, guys, the scary thing here is, for me, he'd already been sent off 3 and 4 times this season. He went up there, he scored 2 cracking goals, was running riot, was taking the mickey out the big guy McKenna, and what happened? He totally snapped and put us nearly in the soup again for the last half hour. Now, let's not kid ourselves on here. Jimmy's bang on in what he's saying. If a half-decent offer comes in, we all know we can't kid ourselves on. He's away. The wages alone, and that goes for any player, and any player at any team in Scotland now. If an English team comes in and they offer all sorts of dough, players are away.
Can I come in?
Can I just say something on that?
Let Blue Shadow come in, and then we'll go to Bridge.
Oh, sorry, Blue.
I think everybody got a wee bit carried away. I mean, the fact is as well, look at the top of the Championship. Look at who was the lad that striker was due to come in from Nantes into Cardiff, Emiliano Sala, who unfortunately fell into the English Channel. He was 15 million they paid for him, and Wolves have paid over 20 million for a striker at the top of it. So it does have to be the Premiership clubs, the top of the Championship can afford that as well. And so and they're signing from smaller clubs like Nantes. And, I'd be disappointed if we drew Nantes in Europe and didn't beat them. But they signed him from there, so they could equally come in and sign him from us.
Great point, mate. Great point.
I was just going to say, you were talking about Southampton and buying. They bought half the Celtic team, didn't they? They have. And then they've sold out. They sold themselves. I'm sure they sold themselves out to the devil, because they're a poor side now, aren't they? They're not a good side.
Well, that's not a point we're making here. But
it's a point I'm making.
The point is, look, if somebody like Leicester or Southampton comes in and quadruples Fred's wages, and offers Rangers £20 million at 22 years of age.
He's away.
He's away and he's got a platform. Big Van Dijk, right, Big Dick, was a crap player up here. But they saw something in him down there, and the puddle drinkers sold him for £9 million. He went down there and he performed heroics down there for Southampton, and Liverpool thought that they could buy him, and they paid £75 million. Who's to say that if Southampton or Leicester come in for Fred and offer 4 times his wages, £20 million or 10, 15 million, whatever it is Rangers have got to end up taking, and then in 3 years' time, 4 years' time, he could end up playing for Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, Man United. We don't know that. But Big Van Dijk's now playing at the highest level in Europe for Liverpool. So money talks and the BS walks, mate.
Of course it does.
But I think I was answering the question that Foxy was saying, why would Rangers automatically sell him? That's the question he was asking, and somebody brought in the example of Van Dijk and others. All I'm saying is that Southampton eventually took all the money they could get for any of their players by the sound of it, and they've let themselves down. That's all I'm meaning. I hope Rangers don't end up in the same boat as that, based on the way we're speaking, you know.
Southampton have been a selling club for years and years. They think back to the young kid that they sold to Arsenal, that I think he's played at Everton now. I can't even remember his playing name. Walcott, yeah. They've been selling, and they sell players before him as
Gareth Bale, wasn't it?
So they've all, Gareth Bale as well. They've got this academy. They keep a really good academy. They keep pumping players through it, bringing players through into the system.
Seems to have dried up at the moment, mate. Seems to have dried up a wee bit at the moment.
They seem to be a poor club now. They don't know what's happened to the money they got.
It's a competitive league, you know, but...
what I'm saying is, what's happened to the money they've got? Where are they in the Championship? Near the bottom.
They're in the Premier League.
But they've been there before. They've been
relegated. Sorry, Paul. They're relegated.
See if we want
I'll let Blue Shadow come in, Fox, and then we'll come with you, mate. On you go, boy.
I've totally lost my place. Let Foxy come in. I've lost it.
Oh, blame me. I'm going to put a different proposition here. If we want to hold on to our best players like Alfredo Morelos, okay, we can't pay them the weekly wage. So why not go down the other route? Rangers could turn around and say they'll give him a big percentage. He's selling his next transfer, equaling his 60 grand a week down south.
Guys, there's another way of looking at it. Nobody had heard of Alfredo when we got him. Where did we get him for? He's a Colombian and we got him playing in Finland. And we only got him because of Jonathan Johansson. So that's what our scouts are for. There's always nuggets out there. It's whether you can get them and it's whether you can bring them on. That's what we're scouts and that's what our backroom staff are for. So for every player that we've seen that's been brilliant and has left, best of luck to them. At the same time, our team and everything else will still go on. So it's not a be all and end all if Alfredo moves on. Certainly no.
Pick him back in that one.
No, you can't, because everybody get their cell phone mute. We're going to have a tune, and then you can come back in.
Boy, girl, so young, to Glasgow City to come, seeking fortune and when you way of life. How could they all know their ambitions would grow? Such a beautiful story, when here's how it goes. Four lads had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no cash, not even a ball. They still carried on. The Rangers were born. 54 titles, we're still going strong. hearts and voice. We celebrate the greatest club in the world. Let our history show what we already know. We are the Rangers, the greatest of all. Morelos had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no kids, not even a ball. He still carried on. The Rangers were born, 54 titles, we're still going strong. Morelos had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no cash, not even a ball. But they still carried on. The Rangers were born, 54 titles, we're still going strong. Morelos had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no cash, not even a ball. But they still carried on. The Rangers were born, 54 titles, we're still going strong. 54 titles, we're still going strong. 54 titles, we're still going strong.
No, you loved that one, Bridge, yeah?
No, absolutely, pal. Superb. I really like that song.
Very
Really
clever,
like
isn't it? It's well done. Very clever.
I think so, yeah. I think so. I like the original song, Slip John B. So I like that.
My granddad used to tell me about that one.
I know, so he did. Aye, right.
We all back, gentlemen?
Can I just say, I got mixed up in it. Southampton are in the relegation zone. That's what I meant to say. And I said the championship, so my apologies.
Well, I remember what I was going to say now as well. Is Bridge was
everybody's remembering. Carry on, boy.
But the fact is, Southampton have always been a club that have looked to balance the books, and that's what we are looking to become as well. And I think that's why if the offer comes in for Morelos, as we says, 15 to 20 million plus the wages scenario, he'll be away down the road.
Do you know my view?
I definitely agree with you.
My view's simple. If he wants to go, let him go.
He's got to go.
Yeah.
We can't go through any pain with him. And but like Foxy said, that some of the things Foxy's saying there is sometimes you think, well, Rangers have just got to sell him and that's all there is to it. But there might be different ways of dealing with him that may be beneficial to both sides, and we would still retain his services for another year or something like that. Really cool.
I'll tell you, see when you sell your best players, it doesn't
always speak up.
Work out. You can't hear me?
Just speak up a bit.
It doesn't always. Look at them across the city, mate. How much have they wasted trying to cover for Dumbelly? They have ended up now with 2 lone strikers playing for them most of the time. We can hang. How is Southampton a bigger club than Rangers are? Why don't we get the benefit of selling them for 30 to 40 million pounds? As I said earlier, you make up the wages, begin them a percentage, the same as Celtic done with Dembele. Make up a percentage of the transfer fee to cover it, and then sell them the next year. 55 is more important to us than money in the bank.
Aye, of course it is, Bridge, but look, we'll never, ever, ever in our lifetime, and probably anybody's lifetime that's sitting here listening tonight, ever sell any player for 30, 40 million pounds. Never's going to happen. Nobody's going to ever come and pay that type of money for any Scottish player, right? because they see his bargain basement, but what they can offer is big bucks as wages, mate. And that is the crux of the matter. And that's why Big Van Dijk went. Celtic grabbed the money and they sell him on. Southampton will never, ever, ever come anywhere near to being anywhere like a club like Rangers. And quite a few others, even in the English Premiership, will never come to that. But the fact of the matter is, it's money, folks. Money talks. If that agent or whatever agent at any player is told, look, you're playing with Rangers and you're getting £10,000-12,000 a week, I can take you to Southampton and put you in the Premiership where you will get £50,000 a week. That's the same as somebody coming to you or I and saying, by the way, see the guy you're working for anew? He's paying you this, I'll pay you 4 times the money. It's a no-brainer, folks, for me. It's a no-brainer, and it's there as plain as the nose and the end of our face. 55 means everything to us. But if we don't have the finances to keep the players, it's never going to happen.
There's two things. There's the short-term fix and the long-term fix. I mean,
Rudy's joined us, mate.
I'll go to Rudy in a minute. Let's be honest about it. Everybody, we enjoy Alfredo, and he's been excellent for us. 2 good goals on Wednesday night. But if Aberdeen would have equalised and then went on and won that game, when Fred had been sent off, we'd be looking at him differently. You know, and he has to develop, and I think he might just stay with us after the summer. He might. I know
Rudy's coming in a second, Bryce, but I think we're starting to look at him differently now.
Some people might
be. I do.
I mean, there's people waking up in the rest of Scottish football, especially after last Wednesday, and realising how good a player he is, mate.
Of course he's a great player, but you know, we need him on the park.
You're only a great player on the park. You're not a great player sitting in the stand, you know.
Well, give the boy a bit of protection and he wouldn't be doing that.
Maybe, I've been shouting for that for 2 years.
You tell me a player, Alfredo Morelos is injured with his wild tackles.
He's never hurt anyone.
It's petty things that he's due a booking for, he's getting sent off for.
Petty things. Again?
Wait a minute, mate, we'll come right back to you, Brian. We'll be joined by Rudy Bairn, mate.
Evening, Ox. How we doing?
What are you, Rudy?
How we doing, Rudy?
Hi, Rudy, pal.
Hi, Bridgeman.
Need some sense here, Rudy.
Thanks for the call, then, Rudy.
Fox is putting up a really passionate defence there, for Alfredo, for keeping him past the summer. I truly believe he'll be gone come the summertime. Unfortunately, I just think that's the case. He's on 23 goals. Come the summertime, I think he'll hit the 30 mark. And I think he'll be gone. And Jimmy's right in everything he says about the finances down south. We are never going to be able to compete with that in a million years. We're not even close to paying a player 40 grand a week. They can down there. You've got teams at the top of the championship paying players 40 grand a week. You know, that boy Rooney who was up at Aberdeen. No, it doesn't. You don't even have to look at the championship. You can look at the lower leagues. That boy Rooney who was at Aberdeen was on about a grand a week at Aberdeen. Ended up going to Salford City. They trebled these wages, quadrupled these wages, you know what I mean? To Salford City, for Aberdeen. We've not got a hope in hell of competing with the top of the championship or even the bottom of the championship, and we certainly don't have a hope in hell of competing with Southampton or, somebody like that. It's just 40 grand a week compared to what he's on at Rangers, 50 grand a week compared to what he's making the new at Rangers. The boy will be off, and what's the point in trying to keep him if he wants to go? Ox, I'm like you. See if he wants to go come the summer, let him go, because at the end of the day, we've seen better players than Morelos. And don't get me wrong, I like Alfie. He's the best player in Scotland right now for me. But there's better players than Morelos left Rangers, and we've survived. We'll survive again.
Yeah, mate. Yeah. Listen, and you come, Brian, and then we'll be joined by the global ambassador.
Well, just on a couple of points on Morelos, that Aberdeen debacle, I'll call it. I put a hang up on one of the Rangers pages and a lot of people are slagging after it, but I think it boils down to a wee bit of racism. The boy can't defend himself, the boy can't speak English and say actually what happened when it comes to the compliance officer.
I mean, I know where you're coming from. I mean, it's
Like, he can't explain.
New boy in school, it's quite good at stuff, and he's been picked on by a lot of big boys. But I mean, look, he's got himself in a couple of situations that.
Oxter, come on, how many times are we going to keep making excuses for him? I mean, really, how many times? You just need a point there than now. What if they'd have scored up there, you know what I mean? And then they'd have been on to win that game. We'd have been absolutely livid with Alfredo. As much as we love him for his goal, I mean, he scores 2 cracking goals. He's absolutely ragdolling their defence. And then he went ahead and got involved in that idiot McKenna. What he should have done in that situation is just turned round and walked away. He was doing brilliantly.
That was the main problem. He couldn't walk away. His leg was tangled up.
Sorry, mate. That's an excuse. That's an excuse.
But to be fair, Rudy, I mean, I know there was the wee bit afters, but his leg was there, wasn't it?
It was putting his leg in.
Up there. You know what I mean?
No, I don't like that.
But he's smarter than that.
Look at it the other way. If he didn't put his leg in, we'd be complaining. He's putting his leg in for the ball.
You know what? He'd have stayed on the pitch and he could have went on and scored a third goal because he was playing so well. So I wouldn't have complained at all if he hadn't put his leg in and turned and walked. Because I think that's top class strikers do. They score goals and that's how they get the better players, by scoring goals.
But as a young boy, as a fitter player, you're taught to put your foot in for everybody you think you can win.
You're wasting your time talking to some of these people about football players, mate.
Well, how many times you've had it happen to you? Somebody's got to try to fit something and you taking the legs out underneath you.
Just standing in a pub.
Situation you do like that, you fall over. Oh, where does your knee happen to land when you fall over on top of them?
I mean,
you got to be a bit smart.
Oh, come on! When you're playing
tactics, Blue Shadow.
When you're playing in the heat of the battle, and you're playing the game, your legs and your body can end up anywhere. And even dirty players can end up with their legs trailing. And non-people who don't get involved can end up with their legs trailing. The trouble with Alfredo was the wee bit afters. Anyway, we've been joined by the global ambassador. I'll come back to you, Rudy, in a second, mate, but we're busy.
Yeah.
Evening, Mr. Global Ambassador.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Have you had a night's sleep? You'd know it's ratty.
Oh, no, I'm no real, man. I've been off for the past couple of days.
What's up with you?
They say it's a man flu. I don't know what it is. Just, I'm not feeling great. So, anyway, something happened with Morelos.
Nothing.
I was wondering what I switched she's on to hear your dulcet tones. They
No.
Morelos.
No, sorry, that was sort of my point. Just before that song came on, it was a hypothetical.
It's hypothetical. It's like Liam Neeson saying I can murder a chinky. You know what I mean?
But with black bean sauce.
No.
You started it. What was I going to say? Look, I've not got. I don't hold out much hopes that he'll be here at the end of the season because he's playing well, and he's playing well at the moment. There's no denying it. But his petulance has frustrated me for a couple of years now. I wish I had as much optimism as Fox, but I don't think. I think he'll be gone. And if we get money for him, we get money for him. Well, he done no bad at the deal.
Listen, it's two things.
I know.
Big Al, if he wants to go, and what's in the contract?
I'm in agreement with you, too. If he doesn't want to be, I think maybe it's paper talk or media or whatever. But when that Chinese thing happened, if it happened, it looked like he wanted to go, and he spat the dummy out a wee bit. For me, his attitude changed in the European game. Remember when Candias backheeled the ball, he ran on and scored the goal. Since then, I think his finishings came on quite a bit. You seen that goal at Aberdeen? He stepped to the side. Now, him that finishes like can probably play in any league. And is that? I've got maybe a wee theory behind it. It might be true, it might not be true, but or it might come to fruition. I think he'll be on the radar at Liverpool because you
never know, mate. You never know.
I think the way he's playing at the moment, sometimes he reminds me a bit of Suarez. Just in his aggression, but also the finishing. I think he's proved that he can play in a three up front. Our three up front isn't as good as their three up front, but I think he's coming on as a player. It's just the attitude thing. So I think you might see him. Maybe this will give Fox some hope for the future. You might see him. Liverpool might buy him and loan him back to us for a year just to develop.
Can I agree with you on the Suarez part? I certainly agree with that.
I
don't know if he's quite at that standard. I don't know if he's quite at that standard yet, but you can see the
Salah will not be there next season.
Aye, so there you go. There you could fill in because you can come in for that right as well. You know. As long as Klopp's still there, you know what I mean.
All right, big man. I think we've also been joined by a caller. Evening, caller.
I hope that's still my boss.
How you doing, guys? It's Wheels.
How we doing, Wheels?
All right, Wheels.
All right.
Wheels.
All right.
Wheels.
I don't normally do this, right? But I'm on to disagree
Wait,
with my
business partner. Is it all money?
No.
You buying a drink? You buying a drink?
Money all the time. I am buying around. That's what it is.
Right. Okay.
No, I'm on to disagree with my business partner.
Wheels and wheels. Wheels and wheels.
Don't be like that, Wheels. Come on.
Rudy, right? You said a wee while ago there that Alfredo should have walked away from the situation, right? How can you walk away when you've been kicked in the face?
It's too many excuses get made from Wheels. Come on, yeah, like he's been at it the whole time he's been at Rangers. He's not going to change. I mean, all this talk about he should learn by now and all this stuff, he's not going to change. It's as simple as that. I think he should have walked away from it. There's lots of other times I think he should have walked away from it. Jimmy, perfect point for me on Morelos is what Jimmy said just before I came on. He talked about the semi-final, the League Cup against Aberdeen. We get done that day because we didn't have a striker apart from Big Umar Sadiq. And that was Alfredo's fault. Too many yellow cards, too many red cards for my liking. You know,
if we're a one-man club, if our club's only about Alfredo Morelos, we might as well pack up or send our season tickets. Forget about this show.
That's exactly what I'm thinking of. So are we now saying that we can't win without Alfredo?
Can I come in after Wales is finished?
Aye. Can people go on mute when they're not speaking, please?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's me. I'm in the middle of playing the PlayStation as well.
Oh, we born you.
You can go on mute, Brian. There's a wee button that lets you go on mute.
I wonder what that was there.
Ask Bridge, he's a professional at it.
Oh, tell.
Anybody who needs lessons for on and off a mute, Bridgeman will be giving them out after the show. Is that correct, Bridge?
I couldn't hear you right. I was on mute.
He's on his PlayStation.
But seriously, guys, are we now saying that we can't win without Alfredo? Because that seems to be the thoughts that are.
Couldn't win at the weekend.
Couldn't win in the semi-final against Aberdeen.
But we couldn't win 2 games with Alfredo against Aberdeen, and we lost in the league with Alfredo.
Well,
we couldn't win without Ali McCoist.
So say things don't change and Alfredo does keep getting banned, right? What solution do we have? How do we work around it?
Well, it's up. The manager's got to come up with a solution. The solution will be that he changes the formation. I mean, if we talk about Saturday, the whole team were pretty poor. The midfield, the 2 wide men were poor. We missed a penalty kick. It wasn't Steve. It wasn't the centre forward's fault. One chance he had.
But that brings me back to the point what I said at the beginning. Right, what happens? For example, say he plays Lafferty and Defoe in the next game, and Lafferty pulls his hamstring. What do we do then?
It's a good point.
We must be the only support in the world that finds things to look forward to. Alfredo will be set off. Alfredo will be sold in the summer. Let's get a bit more positive about the Rangers, guys.
But Fox, we don't actually have a decent 3-man striker force, do we? That can look. We went back. I know. We say we can't keep going back all the time, but you look at the tradition. Look, we had Haitley, McCoist, and Johnson. And then before that, we could keep going on and on and on. Are you going to tell me that Alfredo Morelos is my number 1 striker along with Jermaine Defoe and Lafferty? Because as soon as we lose Lafferty, we've got nothing. Alfredo have got nothing. That's really what, because Lafferty.
But when McCoy's broke his leg and Haley was injured, we played the young boy McSwinging.
Well, why did we not call back the boys that are out there then?
Why did we put all of them in the first place?
Maybe we're not at that stage.
It's Scottish football this year. I mean, it's no La Liga or you know. I mean, it's Scottish football, and these boys should be able to hold their own. You know, but we're not going to crucify Alfredo Morelos. But the fact of the matter is, we're not going to say that if we don't win the 55 this season, it's his fault. But what I would say is, he's got a lot to do with it. He needs to keep his temper. And I 100% disagree with what Willsy's saying there about leaving his leg in. Alfredo Morelos deserved to go off the park. When he lay on the ground, he was peeking through his fingers, looking for a reaction after every.
That wasn't a good look, Jimmy, was it? You know
no,
what I mean?
So exactly, Rudy. He deserved to go, and we need to get rid of that. But we can't have that. We're now playing the Shaggers again, and hopefully after we beat Kilmarnock. But let's think about this. The games are going to be played in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th of March. And in that weekend, if Alfredo was playing and if he gets sent off, he could possibly miss the game in the 31st of March. We can't have that. How many on here would forgive him? I know everything in life's no ifs, buts and maybes. But we are getting a wee bit tired now yet. You know, and it's going to be... It can't just be all the time that he's a Rangers man and I'm a Rangers man. I go to see my team win.
Many times this season, Jimmy, have you said we've no bottle in that team. We've nobody that fights. He fights, mate.
I know that.
He fights. He doesn't control it. He doesn't control it.
Thank you. Thank you, Al.
Do you think players like Big Haley and all that were all big gentlemen? Colin Steen were all big gentlemen.
It's a different era of football. It's a different era of football, folks. You know
still
that.
Come at the same offences.
No. Look, mate, you know that better than I do. You're that wee bit mature than me years-wise. And you've seen football at a different level for me. I started to watch football for 1966 on, right? And you were there that wee bit before, and the players there were hardy players, and some of the tackles were fantastic, and it was great to watch. But nowadays, it's fast, furious. Players don't get away with everything. Everything's all on camera now, and Fred can't afford that. We can't afford that. The establishment club are getting downed all the time. The cameras are there all the time to down us. Fred's no good to us sitting in the stand.
No, none of your first choice players are good in the stand. Anyway, we've also been joined by George Logan. Evening, George. Oh, George.
Dinner bridge, man.
Right, he's on mute. He's on mute, is your George. Blue Star. I think it was a bit of you. It started the Morelos ball rolling. I don't know how we got for cup semi-final replays to centre forwards. Brilliant on Rangers Radio. Blue Star, you pointed out that you didn't think the team played well. Where did you think the problem lay on Saturday? Oh, Blue Star gone as well. Is he on mute as well? Bridgeman's beginning at the mute lessons.
Yeah, we know.
We can hear you, George.
Aye. I think it was on mute there. I kept on pressing. It was going on and off. Anyway, I think we've got to enjoy with Alfredo whilst we've got him. Kenny's a hot head, and that comes part and parcel with we actually get with him, Ox. I think, and I know every 5 games you're going to basically expect him to be banned, but I wouldn't like to take that away from him. Obviously, if we could take it away from him and still have that type of player, that'd be bang on. But I think you're going to take
George, you will not take that out of him because it's what he is.
That's what he is, and I think you've just got to accept that. I mean, people are saying what would happen if we went on last week to get beat off Aberdeen, but what would happen if we wasn't on the park against St Johnstone, never scored the 2 goals, or that crank goal scored last week? So if buts and maybe is a crazy thing, I think we've just got to, as a support, to say, are we willing to put up with Alfredo being a hot heat, I think you've got to, because of the way he's running right in Scottish football. He's a 22, 23, whatever it is. Yeah, your old laddie, the best player in Scotland, and I'm not just saying that because I'm a Blue Nose. I would genuinely believe he's the best player in Scottish football. There's guys been brought into Scottish football for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 million pounds, and he's still up there, $1.5 million. He's still the best football player in Scottish football. And what Fox is saying, Fox is bang on, by the way. See if a Southampton or that come into him, I would like to think, or a West Ham or Leicester, any of these teams, I'd like to think that Steven Gerrard will say, no, just you hang off here for a couple of years and let's see what else happens. And see if it is a West Ham or a Leicester or somebody's got to go in a few years' time, that's fair enough. But let's just see he keeps on going and we get in the Champions League or we get in the UEFA Cup and he's still banging in goals. Your Tottenham or your Liverpool or one of these teams are going to come in and just take a wee punt on him. Like they've done with that boy, Tottenham done with that boy Dele Alli for MK Dons. MK Dons, they got him for MK Dons and took a punt on that guy. I think he was 18-year-old at the time. And that's I would say Alfredo's that sort of style where he can go anywhere he wants in the game. And I didn't think anybody would want to take that wee wildness off him. I'm not saying he's the same stature as Suarez, but Liverpool paid Barcelona paid 60 or 70 million for a hothead who they knew he was going to be sent off every couple of weeks, who was biting opponents and things like that. And they just had to buy that and say, well, we came what kind of player we're going to get. And by the way, Suarez is turning out to be one of the best players in the world. I'm not saying he's going to be that, but he's that South American mentality where they're crackpots and that's what they're. They've got that bit about them. And I think we've got to just enjoy with Alfredo whilst we can and just realise he's got to get sent off every few games, but he's got to score a lot of goals for us. He's got to win more games, he's got to lose us. That's one thing for sure.
But we can't just be a one-man team. On you come, mate.
No, with the Morelos thing, I was actually listening to this was about maybe a month ago in Snide. They're saying, obviously, it's for Colombia. That's why he's brought up. You fight or you die. In Colombia. It's in his mentality now.
Yep. That's why I'm saying who he is. It's what he is. You know what I mean? It's part of his makeup. You know, he's a scrapper. And I love what he does. Don't get me wrong. See, when I was watching him the other night against the Sheep, he was absolutely ragdolling McKenna. McKenna just couldn't handle him. You know, and that's why the incident happened, you know. But for me, it's just it's starting to get a bit frustrating now because he's on 23 goals now. I totally believe he could hit 30 goals by the end of the season. I don't think that's out with his reach, but he needs to just try and stay on the park, you know, somehow. Another side that I think we have to give him a wee bit of grace as well, because he's refereed to a different standard to almost every other player in this league. You saw some of the incidents that went on the other night there with the Tims. How they get away with some of that stuff is just shocking, in my opinion. Yeah, Morelos gets a 3-game ban for the incident with McKenna. That's laughable. So it is.
I actually read something on Facebook since they brought in the...
Let's put it into perspective, and I'll take this round the panel and I'll try and get everybody involved. So I'll start with Blue Shadow first. The Morelos incident...
On you go, mate.
The Morelos incident last Wednesday night. Sending off, or the power tackle on Jack, sending off. Come on. Blue Shadow.
You know, I mean, the fact is, you can't. The tackle was a disgrace. The foot was way too high. That's seriously dangerous play. Could have been straight off the pitch. But there is something mentioned in the rules. I can't tell you what it is straight off my head. But basically, if you put your foot somewhere sensitive, that's serious dangerous play as well. And equally as bad, if not worse, and you get sent out.
Endangering an opponent, yeah, endangering an opponent. But if you look at the two incidents, they're not even remote. George Logan.
What I was going to say, mate. Oh, carry on, George.
On you go, mate.
That's all right, carry on.
On you go, George.
This fucking phone's doing my nothing.
Oh, no, George.
There you go.
Live.
That's me.
Staying behind Bridges unit classes, mate.
I'm ready to smash this thing off the wall. I honestly think, and I'm not just saying this, I think that one on Saturday, it's a Stonewall red card. If you can kick that high in the hangway, it's a Stonewall red card. Sometimes you see the boys' heads coming down a wee bit for to go for the ball, but it wasn't even lowered. He was that high. That was a stonewall red card for me, and I'm not just saying it to defend Alfredo. I'm honestly not just saying it. I came at Rudy saying where he was lying on the ground when he's looking up, and that does look a bit dodgy the way he's doing it. But in my honest opinion, I don't think he done anything wrong. I think it was a tangle there, and I'm not, if you look at it slow, and I don't think he actually done anything wrong to be red carded, and I think he was just lying there knowing the tangle he had, what's just happened there. I think he knew he was going to get red carded, and that's why he was lying there. I don't think he should have been red carded for that. I think straight away, the way McKenna kicked him in the face is a stonewall red card straight away. And see if anything, because of the tangle, you get Alfredo a yellow card, and that's it. That was never going to happen, Box. That was obviously going to be a red card for Morelos. And that's the sad thing. That guy was lying on the park knowing that he was going to get a red card for something that shouldn't have been and I didn't think it should have been red card, Dogs. I really didn't.
All right, mate, all right. Bridgeman, yeah, you always played the game like a gentleman. What was your opinion?
Indeed. Yes, indeed. I agree. I actually agree with George. I don't think Morelos did anything at all. I think he got kicked in the face. I thought the legs were tangled, and I thought he couldn't get his leg out. I don't know what a different television angle would have proven.
What about put it in context with the power tackle?
The power tackle was completely out of order. There's absolutely no way you should be able to do that in any league, anywhere in the world. You can't kick somebody in the face and so the referee gave him a yellow card. Sorry, you just don't do it. It just shouldn't be done. But it's the Rangers, and the Rangers are being refereed at a different standard. That is a disgrace. They even think that's just a yellow card. It's nothing short of disgraceful.
Blue Star, you back with us? You back with us? You worked at the Mute? Don't know if he was. Global Ambassador, Big Al.
That Aberdeen fiasco, I think that could have been dealt with just 2 yellow cards for the two. It was basically handbags between the two of them. The referee knows they've got history. You could have got 2 yellow cards out there, say behave yourself, and took away all the hassle. But as I think Rudy says, I think sometimes we're getting refereed at maybe a slightly different standard. The power one, that's a definite red card, isn't it? Definite red card.
Yeah.
Rudy Bear, come on.
A red card all day long. There's no league in the world you'd get away with that, and that high up, kicking a player in the face, and some idiotic referee in this country deems that as a yellow card. If they can look at it in the Celtic game, and bring that boy for a yellow, upgrade it to a red, that exact same thing should have happened to him, because the referee is an idiot.
Is that being dealt with, Rudy? Do you know if it's...
No, it's no as far as I know, Big Al, it's no. But it should be. It should be, because any other player in the league, you should be able to do it when you're playing against strangers. If a player comes away out with a tackle like that, that was a disgraceful thing to do and get away with. And he got away with it because it was a yellow card. He stayed on the park. And let's not forget, this is the same guy that done Dorrans. And he done him in 5 months. The same player. And he got away with that the other night, in my opinion. That was a red card all day long. That was.
Can I just say that the manager's mentioned it, and he's just waiting to see if he's cited, right? That's what Stephen Gerrard says. Well, I wonder if he'll be cited for that. So I'll be interested to see.
Yeah, okay.
The rules are that he will be cited if they make a decision. They make a decision on the Tuesday. They have a look at it on the Monday and they make a decision the Tuesday. So we'll know tomorrow. The ruling is for the Alfredo situation in the home was it's violent conduct with intent to cause harm in that area. And in McKenna's case, it's the vaginal area. So for me, Fred and
I see what you've done there.
Very good. Fred and McKenna. For me, it was a yellow card all day, same as Big Al. It was 2 players having a go and it a bit of I'm not really sure, even going by what television, that actually he connected with Fred's face. It was still a bit silliness by the 2 of them. For me, it was a yellow for base. On the Ryan Jack, that was probably the most stonewaller red card you ever seen in your life. and he deserved to go. He's leg up higher than Rudolf Nureyev there. It was like a ballet dancer's leg, right up in the air, right in the goosh, man. So
you're
for
cultured,
me,
sir. Absolutely
Rudolf
cultured.
Nureyev, there you go. That's one.
That's what happened. Hey, Al, that's what happened.
In your bikini.
Well, that's what I was going to say, mate. When you start wearing a mankini,
good man.
Rangers Radio Hotmost correspondent.
But for me, it's 2 years for the McKenna Fred incident, and definitely 100% red card.
That'd have been the right thing to do, Jimmy. See, the referee should have took the two of them aside. Right, said to the two of them, right, I'm going to book the ball for you. Any more of that nonsense, and the both of you are going to go off. I'm telling you right now, have a strong word with the two of them. And
do you know think the trouble is, Rudy? The referees aren't getting to referee the game. The games are getting refereed after the games.
It's the media that's refereeing.
But the referees aren't strong. They're not strong like 10, 20 years ago when they would like we were talking about McCoy and we're talking about Haley being players and whoever. Back then as well, the referees were a wee bit more. They were stronger in their own mindsets. Now the referees they seem to be a bit weak. They're like schoolboys.
Can I just jump in there, Oxtia?
Make it quick because there's a lot of people want to speak.
Big Al's talking about the referees, and I was about to finish and he jumped in there. The fact is that the same referee who sent off Daniel Candace for blowing kisses at Big Fair, what's his name, Anton Ferdinand, whatever.
Ferdinand.
Failed to send off a man who done a blatant wrestling tackle at the St Mirren Scum D United game. And I don't know if any see it. The Golem didn't send the guy off. He gave him a yellow card. So Big Al's right, the consistency of referees, and it's how we're refereed as a Rangers team.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, we've been joined by another caller. Evening, caller.
Hello.
Hello, mate. Yeah, give your name.
It's Dancer for Kilwinning.
Oh, Dancer. How we doing, Dancer?
No bad.
What's on your mind, mate?
All this carry on about Morelos.
Aye, on you go.
Protection for referees.
I think Fox has been saying that. Right, on you go.
See the carry on at Aberdeen. I mean, he's going down that wing. I'm in the stand watching it. He's going down there. McKenna's pulling him, doing everything to stop him. Right? The linesman's there, next to it, and doesn't even flag for a foul. You know what I mean? If he puts the flag up for a foul, all this carry on with him and McKenna would never have happened. But one thing I've got to say, he deserved it because he put the boot in and then he moved the boot over and he got him where one of your boys said in the fanny.
Oh, but how do you compare that to Power's tackle on Saturday, Dancer?
Terrible. He should have been off. But can I say something to you? By the way, before you go to him?
Aye, on you
Broadfoot should have been off. That was worse than what Power done.
So it was.
Broadfoot blatantly stopped the wee man going through. Now, the wee man was nowhere near getting to the ball, but Big Broadfoot just blocked him, and he's already been booked.
I don't deny Broadfoot should have been sent off, but I think the tackle by Power would have took a bit of beating for a straight red there.
A straight
red.
A straight red, aye. But what gets me is, no, I'm not being funny. You know, I'm Rangers through and through, right? But I watched a game tonight on the telly before you well, I was listening to you and watching the game on the telly. There's a boy.
You weren't playing the PlayStation, were you?
No, I'm
right, okay,
PlayStation. I'm lucky I can work this phone. I'm 68-year-old, by the way.
Oh, you're young on this panel, mate. You're young on this panel.
I know. But I was watching a game tonight on the telly, right? Ross County and Inverness. Halfway line, two players got for the ball. Ross County player, foul. He leaves with his arm. Right, so it's a foul at Inverness. The ball gets punted into the box later on in the game. Right? Inverness player goes up with the elbow, whack, hits the guy and no foul. the referees in this country are terrible. You know what I mean? They're out of this world. Saturday, I've seen it in this, what do you call it, the Rangers pages. I don't watch that sports scene because...
Gets you upset. Carry on.
No, I've not actually seen it. I've just read what they've said. Right? I don't know who his fucking name is. Oh, sorry.
What's your language? What's your language?
Sorry, I don't know who his name is. But one of them...
Michael Stewart?
No. One of that mob for the beasts. Took a guy out.
Right. Frank Kearney, Tobin.
Oh, I don't know. He's a centre-half, I think he was.
Oh, right, aye. Oh, last week against...
Took a guy out, right?
Aye.
And this mob compliance officer is not even looking at that, right? Brown...
Simonovic.
I seen the tackle on the Rangers pages. Brown took a tackle with a guy, right? Get booked. And go back to it. Ferguson, right? That boy Ferguson, he tried to do McGregor, right? And see what the one McGregor get done for the 2 games. He could have pulled out of that. But he was looking for a penalty, Ferguson. He was looking for the penalty. He could have pulled out of that and no bother. So he could have. But how does he not get cited for kicking McGregor because he get booked to get the Hibs player?
Mate, it's got us all gone mad because we just don't know where we're standing and we don't know.
Well, can I ask you this? How is this carry on with Morelos and McGregor? How is it fast-tracked? It's always a week after it. But all of a sudden we get fast-tracked so as we can get done. You know what I mean? And sorry, I'm not butting in here. But I'll tell you something, see this Aberdeen mob? We've played them, every game we've played against them, apart from the second half and the Wednesday night there or whatever it was. We played them off the park and get beat. That's being honest, we have actually played them off the park. And because of a stupid defensive error, we've got beat.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I wouldn't disagree.
You know what I mean? And that goes for every team we've played this year. We've played them all off the park. And stupid errors at the back have cost us. Sorry.
Nancy, how long have you been listening to the show for? How did you find us?
2 years. It's great, by the way. Great. The wee bridge man.
He's no so wee, mate. He's no so wee, Dancer.
No, he's a centre-half. I'm a centre-forward. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're a football player then, eh?
Who's your favourite panellist, Dancer?
Oh, Bridge.
Bridge, aye. Because he's a centre-half and that take him no bother.
But not because he's part or anything. My favourite's Ruby.
No. I love these old boys.
Here's
Every one of these are good bears. Every one of these.
JFK's running second.
See, to be honest, we'll need to get something done with these referees. And Morelos, he's a guy. So yes. And we don't need to sell him. And if we are going to sell him, we've got to get a clause, a buy-on clause on him. You know what I mean? I know he's costing... He might cost us points and what have you. And the wee man Defoe, he will come good, but we've got to play his strengths. He's an box player. You know what I mean?
He's a poacher. He's a poacher. That's what he is. He's a completely different type of forward to Morelos. He'll not get the same work rate.
Would you say he was a sniffer of chances, Brody?
Aye, definitely.
All right, I'll go to my sniffing expert, Fox, Defoe. You're going to come good?
Sniffer.
He'll come good if we can supply him with the chances. At the moment, we're not being able to supply the chances for him. It's very hard to judge a guy. The chances he's had, he scored 3 goals in 4 games now, but it was 3 goals in 3 games. If we can, as I keep saying, I hate to repeat myself, supply the man with the chances, he'll finish them.
But, sorry, can I come in there?
On you go, mate.
Fox, put it this, do you not think Lafferty would be the ideal guy to play along with him? If that's if we're not got Morelos, by the way, to put boys down to him.
I said that earlier, Dancer, that we need to change our tactics when Morelos doesn't play. I think we need
Big Haley and McCoy together, or McCoy and Johnson together. You know what I mean?
I think if we're going to use one, if we're going to use Defoe, who's making all the noise? going to use Defoe. I think we need to add Lafferty in there as well. I think between the two of them, they make up for what Alfredo does himself.
Well, I agree with that, aye.
Can I come in an ox here?
On you go, brah.
I'd like to say a big thank you to Dancer. He's my favourite phoner inner. There you go.
Cheers, Paul.
Right, who's next?
Great, Bridge. This is the time to go for the rise. Is Blue Star back with us, or we lost him?
I think he doesn't know how to... I think he's still in the call, but I don't think he's actually with us. So I'll drop him, mate, and if he wants to come back in and he wants to speak, he can just join the call again.
Would it be fair to say it's not the end of the world to draw in a cup time? Of course, we'll get a replay, but I'm picking up a lot of negativity for the performance on Saturday. We're still in the cup. Let's put it into perspective. Rudy Bear.
Well, I mean, we're still in it. That's probably, as far as the game at the weekend goes, Ox, that's probably the most positive thing you could say about it, really. I thought it was a really mediocre performance, unfortunately. We're still in it. I think we'll do them at Ibrox and the return leg. But we move on to the league now, don't we? We start thinking about the league again. 3 points is... it's imperative, really, now, 3 points. We've got to keep this...
because... Get the pressure on them. We won on Saturday. They don't play to Sunday. I know it's nothing, but it pressure.
Something though, Ox. It's no, if you're 3 points closer to there before they play, they've got that in the back of their mind. So we've always got to maintain that, no matter who we're playing. We have to, if we get the opportunity to make any gain on them whatsoever, we've got to do it because it will be in the back of their mind that we're that wee bit closer to them.
All right, we've been joined by Dumbarnock. Evening, Dumbarnock.
Evening, lads. Just
what are we doing, mate?
Aye, all right, mate. Just want to put my 10 pence worth in regarding Morelos. I think he's fast, equalising all the good he's doing, but he's bad, and he just even himself out. So all the goals, all the chances he's creating, he's just taking it away. You know what I mean? It's no gaining as anything. And he does. He needs to kind of screw it up because we can't. We need him. We need him on the park. And as it's childish things he's getting drawn into, and you can blame his age, his inexperience, his South American fiery temper, but it's just daft ones he's getting drawn into. He doesn't need to do it, and it's disappointing. I don't
disappointing because he can play, mate.
Aye, he's a great. I don't think he's the fastest striker in the world, but he's got everything else, and he's winning his games. He's winning his points. He could be winning his last 55 this season if he just screws it up, because we need him. You know what I mean? And we all know we shouldn't be a one-man team, but we do seem to be a different animal when he's on the field, and he just needs to screw it up. Hopefully.
You've joined us, and so is Dancer. Some other boys. What was your view on the draw tonight for the cup, mate?
Was that to me?
Aye, you first, and then Dancer.
Aye. All right. We'll take it. We need to beat anybody we're playing to win the cup. So we can go up there and we can put them out. Does that go to a replay?
Aye.
Right, hopefully we'll not need it, but go up there and put them out. Alfredo should be back. Wee bit of revenge.
Who did we get in the cup?
Aberdeen away.
Oh, lovely, easy.
Aberdeen away. Dancer, what was your views when you seen the draw?
I've no problem with that whatsoever. I think we've played Aberdeen half the park. Every game we've played them, we've played them half the park, apart for the second half. And was it Wednesday there? They with a wee hiccup there. They came on to a game against us. But they always do it against us anyway. So they never do it against the other mob. But I've no problem whatsoever. But the thing is, we should beat Kilmarnock. But we'll go back to the Morelos thing. How does our captain no go to Morelos and go, right, calm it down? Or how does him in the touchline no see what's happening, the same as all what we can see? Every one of us can see what's going to happen. And take him off. Or
the captain's a pussy. That's how he's not.
Oh, wait a minute, GFK.
Oh, yeah, come on. Pussy cat.
He's a Rangers player.
He's a pussy cat. He's not got the Rangers captain nonce.
No, he should go to him or go to Candias and say, like, have a word with him. No, I mean, and calm him down or do something. They're trying to wind him up. They're doing everything to get him upset. So they are, you know what I mean? So somebody should see it, but somebody in the touchline, come on. Look, Gary McAllister there and Stevie Gerrard. No, I mean, should turn around and say, right, it's time we should take him off.
We know that, Dancer. That's not happening because, I mean, I never get a chance to say pussy cat because he is a pussy cat as Tavernier. He's no a Rangers captain. He's no that.
I wouldn't go as far as
but there's no, for me, it's no. I'm 61, Dancer, right? So I'm a wee bit younger than yourself, mate, and I've watched a lot of great Rangers captains, and the greatest Rangers captain obviously was John Gregg. But Tavernier's not got the same impetus. He's no one to go in there and shout ball at people. He's not that type of player.
No, look, I know we can go back to John Gregg.
Aye, well, not like the fact that
the same situation with Wally Johnson and Colin Steen. Now, Steen gets sent up 10 times because he was getting kicked left, right, and centre off the park.
Right. Answer me this: how did John Gregg no stop Wally Johnson getting sent off all the times at GFK?
Well, maybe he was having a wee spliff now. Like.
So
in all seriousness, we're dwelling too much on the Alfredo thing, right? We've got 8 games left to the split, right? 5 games before we play the Puddle Drinkers. It's a must-win every game. Take the cup into consideration. It's probably another 6, 7 games, right? So we need to get everything into perspective here. We've got 5 league games before we play the Puddle Drinkers at Pedo Dome.
We need to win them all, mate. We need to win them all.
Every single one. And the cup game will go to 1-0.
The cup will be on bonus. 55, we are alive.
Well, hopefully you're right. I'd rather get the league than the cup.
Of course.
But the cup's coming first before we meet them. The Beast for the East.
We could be in the semi-final of the cup before we play them. Is that right?
Biggest game of the season come up on Saturday, guys. Biggest game of the season come up on Saturday.
Who was coming in there?
Can I come in for one last point a wee bit?
On you go, Brian.
Right, well, me included, I was saying Morelos were all a one-man team, but he didn't have a great game the last Old Firm, but we still won it.
But he put himself a boot.
Oh, he did a good game without being outstanding, you know.
His name wasn't really mentioned. I obviously watched it. Couldn't get to the game we sold out.
Morelos no playing for the next.
When you go Blue Shadow,
Morelos is no playing for the next couple of games. So we've been over that. The fact is, the cup game for me was a free hit. It was a chance for what TDGC, how the folk could be played in the same sort of setup as we do play with Morelos. The fact is, did they work? TDG's going to have to come up with something new. Let's hope he's learned the lesson and comes up with something new to help make Jermaine Defoe
I've got a funny, you know something? I've got a funny feeling up with the same front three on Saturday. Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening. Bridgeman.
Oh, what can I say? What a lovely night tonight. Marvellous conversations. Well done to everybody. Really good. And Dancer, please you come back on again, pal. Well done. Can I just say to all the Rangers fans...
No, don't come back on and pattern him up, Dancer.
Can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, and particularly Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, irrespective of where they played in the pitch, centre forwards are rubbish and all the rest of it. But keep it going for the Rangers, every single one of us, because the Rangers need us.
No surrender.
Can I thank everybody, particularly the first-time callers this evening, for joining us here in Rangers Radio. Brilliant. Too many to mention. Great calls. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Thanks to everybody. Thanks to Fox and Old School Blue for the technicals. Take it away. Old School Blue.